Kingdom Hearts is my favorite video game franchise of all time. But my god, the past couple of years has been the most frustrated I've been as a fan of this series. My name? I'm Bobby Fulbright. In justice we trust. The year is 2022, and on April 10th, we got the amazing trailer for both Missing Link and the finale for Dark Road. And when it comes to the story, I was so excited for those two. But of course, the thing that everyone wouldn't shut up about is the reveal for Kingdom Hearts 4. Considering the series' reputation of having a bunch of side games in between each mainline title, this was an unexpected surprise, revealing huge story details such as how the game is clearly going for a more realistic graphics, similar to Pirates of the Caribbean, which if you play the Remind DLC in the secret episode, there is a story reason for this change in art style. And while it hasn't been officially confirmed, it is heavily implied that Star Wars will be one of the worlds featured in KH4, which is so freaking awesome, if true, oh my god. However, as exciting as these announcements are, that isn't what we're going to be talking about in this video, as I'm sure you saw the title. To be blunt, the lack of communication from Square's end as far as information for these two games goes, it has been absolute horseshit. And I want to use this video to discuss why this is very frustrating, in my opinion. Before we continue onwards as to why this is frustrating to me though, I do want to address something. Because I am 100% positive people are going to bring up Kingdom Hearts 3 and how long we waited for that game, and people on Twitter will also likely spam that first time meme just to be really annoying. And I'm sorry man, but as someone who did follow Kingdom Hearts 3's hype train all the way from its reveal to its release, I find these comparisons to be very insulting. Look, the wait for Kingdom Hearts 3 was excruciating. I saw the Kingdom Hearts 3 reveal trailer all the way back in 2013 and waited all those years until its release in 2019. So I get it. But comparing the wait for KH3 to what we're going through right now with KH4 and also Missing Link, it's just not a fair comparison in my opinion. Because there were quite a few Nomura interviews across the years leading to KH3's release, where he would drip feed us information about the game. I mean, we did have our fair share of droughts, yes, but across those 6 years, we still got way more interviews than we have for KH4. Just look at the Gamers Joints playlist on his channel, as he covered basically all of the information related to KH3 during that time. And KH13.com also has all of the interviews from across the series listed on their website. Not to mention that we got quite a few trailers leading up to the release. 2 in 2013, a teaser in 2014, the iconic 2015 trailer, as well as the Big Hero 6 reveal at D3 of that same year. Another trailer in late 2016, remember when they would play Rage Awakened in every single trailer back then? 3 trailers in 2017, showing off Monstropolis and Toy Box. And then finally, a whopping 14 freaking trailers in 2018. There were so many trailers in the latter few years that people were actually worried about spoilers. And that's not even mentioning all the other games that came out in between then. Yes, they were HD remixes, that being 1.5, 2.5, and 2.8, but it still gave the Kingdom Hearts fanbase something to do as we waited for KH3. And there were also the Japanese Final Mix exclusive versions, which had new content. And 2.8 also had a completely brand new game, which was originally the prologue for Kingdom Hearts 3, which ended up becoming 0.2 A Fragmentary Passage. And that's not even including the mobile game, Union Cross, which in my opinion is the best Kingdom Hearts story in the entire series. The point is, yes, the wait for Kingdom Hearts 3 was painful, but we were still being fed. Whether it being information on Kingdom Hearts 3 or just other games in general. Now, let's look at the wait for Kingdom Hearts 4. The game was announced in 2022, and right now, it is the year 2025. we've only got one trailer. One fucking trailer. Bruh. And here's the thing. I wouldn't be as bothered at the lack of trailers if we at the very least got information through interviews, like we did with KH3. And to be fair, we have gotten a few. But even then, we only got like 3 or 4 of them. One of which was completely focused on Dark Road. And to make matters worse, Nomura admitted not too long ago that he's thinking about retiring. Not anytime soon, mind you, but it's definitely on his mind. So that's totally not depressing. Another thing I should mention is that there's one thing that has been lingering on people's minds for quite a while, which is that sometime in 2023, during the Second Breath Orchestra concert, Nomura mentioned that an event occurred that affected Kingdom Hearts somehow, but he doesn't go into details as to what this was. Even Yoko Shimomura, the composer of the series who attended this event, had no idea what the heck he was talking about, and he simply responded to her, "I'll talk about it backstage," without even clarifying what the event or incident was to the fans attending the concert. What the fuck? Nomura, I love you, but doing something like this is just going to freak out your fans. Because to this day, we still don't know what the hell this little scuffle was about. Was Kingdom Hearts 4 going to be different the next time we see it? Was the story drastically changed? Was it cancelled? Does Nomura have cancer? Okay, it obviously wasn't, and I do personally believe that this comment from Nomura wasn't anything that would negatively affect the series, but those were the fears that many fans had at the time, which is natural, because he never went into details as to what this incident that affected Kingdom Hearts was. Like, I'm sorry, but this is bad PR, no matter how you look at it. Now let's talk about the other strange incident, which is that Union Cross and Dark Road was permanently taken off the App Store, with no prior warning or any announcement in general. One day, it was just gone, and the only way anybody would find out is if you went to the App Store to purchase it. What the fuck? Thankfully, fans did upload the cutscenes to YouTube, but that doesn't make the decision to remove the app any less frustrating. But the thing that really pisses me off, and is what made me make this video in the first place, is the cancellation of Missing Link. And mind you, it's not the cancellation itself that pisses me off, even if I will admit, I was personally looking forward to this game. But it's the lack of communication leading up to the cancellation that's my issue. The last time we heard about Missing Link was the beta test for the game around 9 months ago, back in May of last year. And after that, we didn't hear a single peep about this game. Next thing we know, Missing Link is cancelled. What the fuck? I think you now should have a better understanding as to why the last 3 years have been frustrating as a Kingdom Hearts fan. The lack of communication from Square's end is just ridiculous, and a far cry from the lead up to Kingdom Hearts 3. But the number one thing that pisses me off even more than all of this is that I've seen people actually defend this, saying things like, "Oh, Square has no right to give you information about this game," or "It's not that deep," and I've even seen people say, "You should play other games or go outside." First off, I do have other interests and a life outside of video games in general, so I don't know why this is relevant. Secondly, Square was hyping up Missing Link for quite a while now, so people have a right to be disappointed after this sudden cancellation. And I know I'm in the minority here, but for me personally, I was more excited for Missing Link than Kingdom Hearts 4, because the story seemed so interesting. Even the gameplay, despite being a mobile game, seems so much more fun than Union Cross, as it looks like a traditional Kingdom Hearts game. Now, with how important the story is, I don't think it's going to get scrapped entirely. I'm sure Missing Link will get repurposed into something, whether it being a different game or just a movie collection, because it was supposed to act as the conclusion to the Key Saga, and would also link into Kingdom Hearts 4. And even putting my own personal disappointment aside, this is just bad from a business standpoint. You don't just hype up a game and then just cancel it out of nowhere with no prior warning, especially when the last update was nearly a year ago. I know it's being speculated that it was likely cancelled because Square is restructuring their company. And there's an argument to be made that this is also for the better, because this would mean no more KH mobile games. And as excited as I was for Missing Link, I do agree that putting important lore on a mobile game is kinda bullshit. And if this does lead to a proper console version of Missing Link, then hey, maybe it was for the better. But as I mentioned before, that is not the point. My issue is the lack of communication leading up to the cancellation. Again, you don't do a beta test for a game, disappear for an entire year, and then cancel it the next time we get any information. That's bullshit. And I know I'm not the only one that feels this way. So can people please stop the dick riding? As a lifelong Square fan, you don't need to defend a $1 million company. At the end of the day, I just want the communication for this series to be improved upon in the future. From my understanding, Shinji Hashimoto, a Square employee, did play a big role with the communication side of things when it came to Kingdom Hearts 3. But unfortunately, he has since left the company, so you can really feel his absence with the drought we're going through right now. I will say this though, I do firmly believe that this year will finally be the year where we'll get a huge news blowout, similar to what happened with KH3 back in 2018. But my biggest fear is what comes after all of that, as in the lead up from Kingdom Hearts 4 to Kingdom Hearts 5. Going by the assumption that KH5 would release in 2031, we cannot have another drought like this. I think the best solution to that is to not announce the game too early. Square Enix needs to stop announcing games too early. Like, seriously. I also believe there's a very high chance that we'll get a Yozora-focused spin-off game. I mean non-mainline title, because spin-offs don't exist in this series. And also give us information on the Missing Link, Key, and Dark Road situation, because those games have to be repurposed somehow, given their importance to the lore. I've seen people freak out about the possibility that they might be retconning the games out of the series lore, but again, that's not happening. The fact that Strelitzia is in the Kingdom Hearts 4 screenshots proves that. Thankfully, I do have hope that change will be coming, as Square Enix has a new president that has been changing up the rules in the hopes of improving the company. But only time will tell if change ever does really happen, because I really hope that we don't get another drought like this. Getting into other franchises like Trails has really helped, I'll admit, but I still miss my Kingdom Hearts, man. I need my Kingdom Crack! But overall, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I generally don't like making negative videos like this, but it's something that's been in the back of my mind for quite a while, and I wanted to discuss it. On the bright side, I can confidently announce that I am nearly done with my next video project, where I'm going to be ranking every single Disney World across the entire series of Kingdom Hearts. I've been working on this project ever since September of last year, Jesus Christ, so I can't wait to be finally done. The video is going to be super long, but trust me, I think most Kingdom Hearts fans will enjoy it. But until then, I'll see you in the next video. In Kingdom Hearts we trust.